30% equals success in baseball. 50% equals success in basketball. So what does 87.8% equal in football? What's up, Jordan Palmer? Top 3 throws of the week.
JP.
For this one, we're going to go to Houston, Texas. This is the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Texans. The quarterback, Patrick Mahomes II. Now, in this game, he was 36 of 41. That's good for 87.8% completion percentage, which means he now holds the record for a quarterback who has more than 40 attempts. He's got the highest completion percentage ever in a game in NFL history. Take a peek at one of those 36 completions right here. At this point in the game, there's 17 seconds left in the half, 14-7. Here he is on 3rd and goal, rolling right. It's really just called a fly to an out, right? I'm going to run a wide depart fade, get the defender to turn his back to the quarterback so he can't see that the quarterback's actually rolling to him. If the DB was looking in at the quarterback, he wouldn't be playing fade. He'd be playing this route. But by getting the defender on the inside, the receiver's able to turn his back. He can't see Patrick running at him. And Patrick able to roll right, put that right foot in the ground, rip it where only his guy can get it. Now the Chiefs had a chance to win it in regulation with a field goal. They missed that. They end up surviving in overtime to clinch their 7th consecutive AFC West title. Anybody else out there in the AFC West playing football? Chiefs don't think so. If you turn this game off at halftime, you miss some history. And for this one, let's head to Minneapolis, Minnesota. This is the Colts taking on the Vikings, quarterback Kirk Cousins. There has been over 17,000 NFL football games played in its history, and this one just became the biggest comeback in NFL history, the 17,000+. It was 33-0 at halftime. So let's take a peek at one of those throws. This is Kirk Cousins. This is a tie ball game, 36-36 in overtime. Only 40 seconds left, on the verge of a tie, but also on the verge of field goal range. Cousins takes 5 and a hitch, holds that Mike linebacker right in that seam. It's either a dig or it's like a deep read 4, we call it, where it's like a deep curl, almost like a 20-yarder, and he's throwing it on the inside leverage of that receiver. But he's able to find his guy, holds the linebacker, 5 and a hitch, balls out. This thing is ripped over these underneath coverage, just inside of that linebacker who he was holding with his eyes, able to get in field goal range. And that's good for a 39-36 overtime victory by the Vikings. Vikings clinched the NFC North for the first time since 2017. How's that for a hot start by the new head coach, KOC, Kevin O'Connell? And if this Viking defense can figure it out, this is the team to contend with when they get into January.
You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
That doesn't happen without this. For this one, let's go out to Sin City. This is the Patriots taking on the Raiders. The quarterback is Derek Carr. Now, this is one of the craziest endings to an NFL game you will ever see, and everybody's going to talk about the last play, but the reality is that play doesn't happen if Derek Carr doesn't make this throw to even tie up the game and put them in that position. So here it is, 24-17, 35 seconds left on the 34-yard line. Little slot fade to Keenan Cole, and Derek Carr just puts this thing the only place you can get it. Now, you might look at this and say, well, he didn't hit him in stride. How's it the number 1 throw this week? No. Even if they beat them and they don't beat him at the line right away, Keenan ends up winning early, but he's even, and then his speed ends up creating the separation. So that ball's already out of Derek's hand. So really, by the time the ball leaves his hand, they're even. Derek doesn't know to lead him, so he puts it high and outside. This is the only place that ball can be. You lead him too much, he's going to run out the back. Now you got to deal with 2 feet. This is a contested catch all the way, but the accuracy's at a premium. When you get press coverage, inside leverage, slot fade, Derek Carr is the man to put it high and outside and let you go up and get it. Raiders end up winning this 30, Patriots 24. Derek Carr threw it 46 yards into the back corner of the end zone to only be complete by inches.